I read poetry all the time. Poetry is one of those forms of writing that makes any writer better, and I try to read classic and contemporary poets every day. This has made me fall in love with poetry. And falling in love with poetry has made me want to write poetry, and I've written poetry for as long as I remember. I think the essence of life is poetry, and so shaping that essence into my own poems is fun and challenging and necessary for me. My poetry typically finds its way into songs, but earlier this year we moved into an especially challenging season. I lost my job, we weren't really sure if we were supposed to move or stay put, we were drowning in all the kid responsibilities, all that and more. I didn't feel like I could open up to many people about this very personal struggle because, in a way, it felt like a failure. So I captured all of that struggle and pain and failure and victory onto a page that became 2 pages, and then 4 pages, and then 20. I wrote for 3 months every day, and at the end of those 3 months, I had a book of poetry. During that time, I met new friends and braved criticism and tried to get my kids to stay in their beds, and I felt annoyed and angry and happy and wild and hopeless and hopeful and content and unsatisfied. All of those emotions are captured in my poetry. I called the book This Is How You Know, after a poem I wrote one night when I felt especially adored by my husband. All the other poems in this book end with that line, "This is how," and different words after. For example, this is how you annoy your parents. This is how to be neighborly. This is how you seize a day. I'm excited about sharing these poems with you. On October 15th, I'll be releasing This Is How You Know, and between now and then, I'll be sharing more behind-the-scenes looks so you can get a better sense of where this book of poems came from.